So we're back in the 2013 Police Interceptor utility, but this is the same for 2013 to 2019, as long as that you have a Ford Explorer console retrofitted into your vehicle. So you may be familiar with, I've offered these pockets for quite some time. This is the 1.5-inch pocket, but I also have a 4.8-inch pocket, which is a lot nicer for setting phones in. Now I've been using this pocket, but obviously it's not been ideal for putting your phone in. The other one will sit in pretty good, but it's still not good for if you're going to want to have like your GPS displayed or just quick access for while you're driving. So I've created a solution for this, and it's just a version of this pocket similar. First off, we're going to remove my old pocket. And so here's the old pocket. We have the laser cut rubber liner. We're going to be reusing this. So this is the new pocket. And you can see it has space to fit our rubber liner into it. So we'll put that in there. Now you're gonna notice a couple things are different. First off, there's these two slots. Those are for holding the actual modular cup holder part. So the nice thing about this is if you don't want to keep your cup holder, if it's in the way, or your phone holder, if it's in the way, you can just slide it off and throw it in your glove box or somewhere where it's out of the way. The other thing is you notice a hole in the back. That is so we can feed a charger through it so we can keep charging to our phone. So I've already installed, before we put this in, we're gonna run our cable, and I've already installed a phone charger down inside my console out of sight so I don't have to see wires run anywhere. And then I'm just gonna take just a piece of string. You could use a ribbon or whatever. And I'm just gonna tie it off to there. Now, if you're gonna pull your whole trim panel, you don't need to do this, but this is just so it's super simple installing. Because if you had this off and you installed this cup holder or this phone holder first, you would be able to run the cable from underneath. But obviously you're not gonna be able to do that once this is installed. So we're just gonna push it down and just push till it pops on both sides, because it has little retaining clips on both sides that look like that. That way ensures that we don't have to use any glue, zip ties, screws, nothing. Super seamless and fast to install. And now we're just going to try to fish our cable up like that. And I'll take our string off. So with our charger ready, we're going to take our pedestal that has our phone mounted on there. Now this phone stand is using a ballpoint system, and that allows you to snap into any phone holder that you can get on the market with the similar ballpoint. They're all the same size generally, and so you can actually pick and choose whatever phone mount you want, but this is the one that comes with the kit. It's really basic, not a lot of moving parts other than these arms and then the little release button right here, and so you just pop it in that ball joint, and then you screw down the retaining nut, and so as tight as you want it. Right there is about good, so I can move it by hand if I want, but it's not going to move on its own. Then you see there's another pass through down here, and we're just going to feed that cable through, and then it's just as simple as sliding it into that channel right there. And now we have our phone mount with charger set up. So now we can plug in our phone and we can turn it. It has a little bit of movement. That's about as high up as it will go and as low as it will go, and to the left and to the right. And so this is just a lot easier for when you're pulling up your maps and stuff like that. You can have it right here, or if you want to navigate your music and everything, it's just a lot easier to have rather than have it sitting down in a pocket rattling around. And then with this particular mount, when you want to release it, there's a button right here on the side that loosens up and you can pull it out. Now this is a relatively universal mount, so it should fit just about any smartphone you may have. This release button on the side lets these arms open up, and that's the max position. So if this is a regular iPhone, you see how much extra room we have, and then you just squeeze it, and it's got these little rubber bumpers on the side that will hold your phone nice and snug. Now, if you don't want to have your phone on anymore, if you don't want to have this here, or for whatever reason, we can just go ahead, unplug it, take our phone out, and then this just slides up and then we can fish our cord out and either leave it sitting there or we can tuck it back in. The other thing is this comes with a plug for this hole, so if you don't want to use the cable function, you can go ahead and just throw the plug in there, and then you'll be back to having a regular pocket, but then you can throw in your phone holder whenever you need it. Now in my 2017, I've replaced the regular phone mount with this QI charging one with motorized arms, and so if I just set this in here, it'll pick it up and then it will start charging. So this one is not included, but it's just an example of how you can just switch out and put just about any stand you want on it with that ball socket, and then run the cable through. And then when I want to remove this phone, I just put my hand back here and it releases. If you're interested in these, I have these for sale on my website at 3dev200.com. I also have them on Etsy and eBay. So hopefully this helps.